Fuck over.
This the War Report coming live every Tuesday at 7 with Steve, Cat, Ryan, Amanda, and Eric. And the voice of NEW, Vince Berry. Hitting all the topics like a clothesline flurry. Turn up your speakers and hear them out. You can listen from your car, even on your couch. They too raw, who NXT? Handing out SmackDowns, follow on IG. Plus, it's sponsored by Tag Me a Date. Go to YouTube and sub now for every update. It's all wrestling here. No safe space. Now listen in. Time to hear from some of the greats.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the War Report After Dark. Asking you shall receive. 10 years in the making, AJ Lee returns. SmackDown was great. Raw was great. We got a lot to dive into. Welcome everybody to another edition. How you guys doing?
Good, man. Doing great out here. Doing great.
Yeah. So, you know, it was kind of... it's funny, because... even though, like, you knew it was happening, I still was kind of like, I'll believe it when I see it kind of thing.
You had to.
You know, because it's been 10 years and, you know, there was a chance that, you know, like, when you're used to the Vince McMahon days, you're always used to the letdown. Like, the hype, like, you expect something and then it's not that.
Pops up, yeah.
Right. You know, like you're watching an egg for months and all of a sudden it's the fucking gobbledygooker. You know, like...
Hornswoggle messed up two storylines.
That's why I said it.
The mystery GM, the anonymous GM, and Vince McMahon's kid.
Jesus.
So, yeah. So, this was great. Right? So, it started on SmackDown and we'll kind of be all over the place, I guess. Actually... before we really get into it, we should kind of address some of the comments that we already got earlier.
We got a lot of people on tonight so far. Welcome, early risers.
So I'm going to go down the road. We got David Roscoe over at YouTube. Becky Lynch is AJ Lee bitch. AJ Lee and CM Punk will beat them September 20th. We'll definitely get into that. WrestlePalooza, of course. David Roscoe. WrestlePalooza should be founded in 1988 in the WWF. You heard me.
Oh, so that might be the first time they did an event called WrestlePalooza.
Maybe.
I wouldn't doubt that that's been a name for a lot of wrestling stuff over the years.
Jassim over at YouTube. Yeet back at you.
We'll be getting into that. We'll be getting into the yeet thing, too.
Yeah, we have a lot to yeet about. And then Tara, oh my god, I flipped out when it actually happened. Obviously regarding AJ. Yeah, I mean, it was... So you had another moment where Becky Lynch is berating CM Punk and she's bitch slapping him 25, 30 times in the face and, you know, motorboating him, as we're saying now. And then, you know, and Punk just taking it and being a man, not, you know, hitting a woman. And then, of course, says, but... luckily, I have somebody that will, and then the music actually hits, and it's really happening. And it was just such a great moment because you watch her come out, and you could see she's taking it in. Like, if she really didn't think she was going to get that kind of reaction, that's mind-blowing to me. Because she had to know, especially being in Chicago.
Yeah, so, but you never know. You never know. Especially as a performer, you're like, are they going to remember me? It's been so long.
They had been chanting her name all fucking night. People know who AJ Lee is. But whatever, she comes out. You can see she's taking it all in, which is a great moment, you know, after 10 years. And then you kind of see her maneuver her head like she's still a little crazy. And then does her skip down to the ring, which was great. And then skips around.
A little.
people were commenting that they felt that she took too much time skipping around the ring and this and that before she got in. I thought everything they did was perfect because it's AJ. Like, first of all, Becky Lynch sold the shit out of it. Becky Lynch, this is the best work Becky Lynch has ever done.
I was just going to say the same thing. Her and Seth together, this is the way it should have been when they tried it last time when he was going against Brock. He had to be the babyface. She had to be a babyface, all that stuff. Now that that's out of the way and they're heels, this is perfect for both of them.
Yeah. The work has been great.
They're both at their best when they're heels, right? And then you put them together now, and it's like the elephant in the room. Everybody knows they're goddamn married.
Right.
She started setting the seat, talking about my goddamn hot husband. So, it was brewing. And I love the fact that, she has, we don't get that often from females outside of Charlotte. That's an actual moniker that works, right? I am the best ever. And I love the fact that she's using that as a heel. Because you know what? Guess what? She could be one of the best ever. But her rubbing it in our faces and then just dissing whatever city she's at is just great. It's awesome.
And I absolutely love how every single time she talks, she's the greatest of all time, and she's not the only one that says it. Even Sports Illustrated says it. Like, she has to remind us every single time. It's hilarious. Becky Lynch is on fire, and that's why this is going to work. And the fact that AJ's back, and then the way that she threw down with Becky, it's like she hasn't missed a beat. Yeah, which is awesome.
She's in great goddamn shape.
Her shape is unreal.
Awesome shape.
Good for her, sticking with it. It would be hard, as somebody who's not on camera, and you're like, you know what? I'm not on TV. I can put on a couple extra pounds. Doesn't matter. She came back just as good a shape as she was back in the day. So
I guess she worked out though, because CM Punk keeps saying the one thing he'll struggle with is her coming back, as he does prefer her a little thicker. So I'm sure she slimmed down from what she was at home.
Right.
I think this is so we get a great segment there. The return, Chicago's on fire. They gave her extra time at the end to come back and celebrate being back with the crowd. And again, you could see, how much it meant to her. But also was great was to watch CM Punk. The way he's watching her and looking at her and so happy and proud that she's there. I mean, this is huge. You got to remember, CM Punk was fired on their wedding day.
Yep.
Like, there was a lot of built-up animosity, and with Triple H mending fences with Punk, and then finally being able to get this to happen with AJ, it's like everything aligned. Like, the story's perfect to bring her in, and she's still a little crazy. But then we get Raw, and she comes out, and this is where we get the first AJ Lee promo since returning, and what a great promo. Everything about her promo was great. The fact that she opened up about her mental health, which is, a big thing these days, and getting the help she needs. She's the only woman in the world that's ever going to be able to get a crowd to chant therapy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it was great. It was heartwarming, the whole thing, and you could see how much it meant to her, which is just so great. The crowd is excited, and then she goes right into the wrestling. But, I was doing really good until I started watching Raw and watching you hit and motorboat my husband, and and then Becky comes out, and Becky just on fire cuts an incredible promo back and forth with AJ, and then AJ basically putting the belt down and saying, "Come and get it, and I'll give you another shiner, or you're going to give us a tag match." Ultimately, we get the tag match that we all expected. This show at WrestlePalooza is stacked.
Yeah.
So, but I think
it looks like an AEW pay-per-view.
Yeah, they're actually having wrestling matches instead of like a whole bunch of shit in between 5 matches.
Right.
Like, that's my one thing is, like, I understand, you're not going to do it like you did back in the day because pay-per-view is different. Streaming is different. You're not going to have the big long shows like you used to, except for like WrestleMania. And now it's 2 nights. But my real problem is when you watch these shorter shows like Clash in Paris, there's way too much downtime. in between the actual matches. There's like a lot of stuff happening. Whereas, like you said, Al, the AEW pay-per-views, it's match after match after match. And this seems to be more that pace.
And even take it to a step further, when you're at a live event, there's a lot of dead time in between matches. Like, so holy shit, there's a lot of in between time. Like, you could literally have a dark match in between every PLE match.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there's a lot of waiting. Even at the big shows, WrestleMania, they have all these video packages or celebrity appearances or whatever. They have to announce the attendance every year. So there's all this stuff, and you're just waiting. You're like, come on, man. There's a world championship match. Get out of the ring. We need that. But there's a couple observations I wanted. One observation and one question for you regarding all of this. One, my observation is that whenever a superstar comes back with old music that was produced before whoever started in the last couple years, the music is so much better and recognizable, and like who it is immediately when the song starts playing. And having her come back not to like some new remixed terrible version by some new artist, like they just used the exact same song, sounds great. They didn't fuck with it. It was beautiful. My question is, with Becky there and she's such a strong promo, and Seth is in the group, and he's such a strong promo, do they need Paul Heyman in that group?
You do and you don't.
Yes. I would say yes, simply because he is still the mouthpiece for the Bronze, because they're not strong on the mic. So I think whenever they need to speak, when they go off as a tag team, he will be the voice of them. And collectively the voice of the team, right? He'll start it off, and then the promo goes to Becky, and then it ends with Seth.
Yeah.
And he's like the mastermind.
Right.
He gets all the behind-the-scenes stuff done. They want his knowledge and influence.
What is he now? He's not the wise man. He's
the Oracle.
He's the Oracle.
Or if you're the Usos, the Orca, which that was so fucking funny. Jay made Jimmy break. It was hilarious.
Orca, that's fantastic.
That was very funny. That was a great segment. We'll get into that too. That was on Raw. But so I mean that was like, but even like the pacing of SmackDown this week was great. It opened with John Cena cutting a farewell promo. All of a sudden, Sami Zayn comes down. I wanted to talk about this too because I saw something where the chairman, who frequently comes on, shit all over the fact that the crowd turned on Sami. And who's writing this shit kind of stuff. I actually thought it was perfect.
Click the link. Click the link, Chairman. It's in the group chat.
The fact that he came out, gets booed because he's taking away from their time with John Cena. That's all that is.
Right.
And nothing against Sami.
No.
But the whole idea behind it, after Sami plays it out for you, makes sense. Yep. I want to return the favor. And nobody was expecting to get John Cena on SmackDown, his final SmackDown, in a wrestling match. So, and on top of it, you got an outstanding match, as you normally would. And icing on the cake, you get Brock Lesnar back, who demolishes both of them, and then backstage says, "See you at WrestlePalooza, John, you bitch," or whatever. So, now it's official, and we're going to get... I mean, it's just getting more and more stacked, but what a way to open the show. And you got a great match with John Cena and Sami Zayn.
Yeah, I think anybody who came out to challenge him at that point would have gotten booed. It didn't matter that it was Sami. He just happened to be the guy that caught it. And honestly, you know what? He's the guy to catch it right now because he's one of the guys that needs a change. And if it's, I don't know if a heel turn is necessarily what it is, but he just needs something different than what he's been doing. He had a little bit more of an evolution, or we thought he was going to have a little bit more of an evolution with this Cross feud, where it was like going to force him to have a little bit more of an edge, not be so much of a clean cut guy, whatever. And then he just won straight up clean. He threw the pipe down. He just, you know what I mean? And now he's just clean cut babyface guy. And that's not necessarily as interesting as what John Cena is doing. And with the retirement and everything else, it's his last SmackDown, blah, blah, blah. He was always going to get booed. Like, it was going to happen.
I agree with all those statements. It doesn't matter who came out. Could have been Mother Teresa, God bless her soul. But he would have also got booed out the building, even if she resurrected.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But for me, that whole segment was like a roller coaster, right? It was like, so I was fairly surprised that Sammy got booed to that extent. I felt like I missed something, like in the threads or something that I missed online that maybe I didn't know. But then I realized then my biggest issue with the match is like, all right, we're getting a John Cena Sammy match. It's going to be a good match because they're both great workers. But at the end of the day, there's no way John Cena leaves as U.S. champ, and there's
Right.
no way Sami Zayn beats John Cena. So the way I'm looking at it during the match, I'm like, all right, so we are going to get Brock Lesnar because I'm like, this is the only way this match can end, right? That makes sense, and everybody comes out a winner.
I
per se.
literally said the same fucking thing.
Like as the match is developing. So, and then I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? It might not be a bad thing because it might suck for Sammy, but which doesn't because it's Sammy. But maybe Brock Lesnar gets a Raw or a SmackDown match against Sami Zayn, and this is like a squash match before John Cena, and we get 2-for-1. You know what I mean? So I thought I felt like the segment left a lot for us as fans to think about, which at the end of the day I wouldn't give it a bad score because of that. It gave me a lot of okay, I could see where this is going. You know, so it wasn't bad.
No, I agree with you. I think that was, yeah, wasn't bad at all. Like it's right there. I had something and then I lost it, and I was trying to get it back, and it escaped me. I just saw it escape into the ether.
Sorry,
Like I literally saw it. No. It's not your fault. I had the thought here. I saw it, and I was like, "Ooh!" As soon as my mouth opens, I'm going to say the thing, and then it just didn't come out.
I also do like.
Yeah.
I also do like if what it sounded like is going to happen. I do like how Sammy is now going to continue to do the U.S. Open Challenge, which I like that idea.
That would be great if you kept.
We'll get an opportunity to get some really cool matches. You know.
All right, I remember what I was going to say. Al just did like wrestling fan math that you really only figure out if you've watched wrestling a long time. Like he's looking at the match, and before it even starts, he's like, all right, I know this guy can't win, this guy can't lose, so XYZ means Brock Lesnar's coming out. And then like vis-a-vis Sami Zayn taking F5, that means that he's going to get a match with Brock Lesnar, which is probably going to fucking happen. You're probably right. Sammy's going to get the shit kicked out of him right before WrestlePalooza. And it's going to be like, you know, Bane breaking Batman, and then Brock Lesnar's going to be like, bring me John Cena. I want to feast on his bones. And then
it's WrestleMania.
Yeah, it's wrestling. Yeah, it's wrestling. It's definitely wrestling math. I love it.
It's better than Steiner math.
I love Steiner. I just shared that on Instagram the other day. I could never get tired of that.
Oh, it's great.
So
we go from that after we're all hyped up, and then we get Damian Priest versus Aleister Black, which that was also a great match, and obviously left open to continue. But I mean, how could that be bad? And I like it because it was fast paced. It started during the entrance. Aleister's coming out, and Damian went for it. So I thought that was great. Julia versus Michin. It wasn't bad. It kind of slowed things down a little bit, but not necessarily a bad thing when the first, half was so stacked. Because, right after that is when you had the CM Punk, Becky Lynch, Return of AJ Lee segment. So
I just my problem with this is we brag about how stacked the women's roster is right now, and you're telling me Michin is the best thing you could throw at me right now? Like, I'm sorry, but like
I like Michin.
I love Michin.
I don't like. She doesn't do anything for me. She doesn't cut good promos for me. She's very bland in the ring for me. Again, very personal decision, individual. But I'm not a fan of her. I feel like there's so much more you could do with the U.S. title. And at the same way, you bring this girl up that, by the way, I forgot her name already because she keeps beefing with Michin. Like, it sucks. Like, for her, I think more than anybody. Because it's like, for me, it's like this. It's like playing fantasy football. You could go for a rookie that you don't know what he could give you, or you could go for a vet that you know he's going to average 8 points a game and is never going to win you a championship. Like, that's the way I look at it. So, like, give somebody else a shot.
But Julia and Michin both aren't rookies.
Well, I know that. That's why I said give a rookie a shot, because we know what we're getting out of Michin. Like, she's going to give us 8 points. on a PPR league. Like, that sucks.
That's not good.
She's not. No, it's not. It's absolutely horrible. That's
I don't think it would be 8 points, though. I disagree on that.
I mean, again, I said personal, but
I think she's
fine. And the thing is this: they don't give her enough time on the mic. Like, let me hear her talk a little bit more. And every time she does, I'm sorry, but she sucks.
She's fine. Like, I think that's my takeaway is she's fine. But I understand what you're saying. Like, Julia's kind of the hot new property. If the person's losing anyway to Julia to put her over, yeah, get somebody from NXT or whatever. Give somebody a tryout. There's no harm in it.
Or anybody else, like let Roxanne Perez deal with her. Like, Roxanne Perez is one of the hottest groups around for years now, and she's the bodyguard of a bodyguard. Like, make it make sense. Like, she's a bodyguard to a 7-footer. Like, let her like develop on her own. Like, let her do something. Like, I don't know.
But they're not cross-referencing the U.S. title onto Raw, though. She's exclusively to SmackDown.
Do we truly believe these things nowadays?
I was really just going to say.
No, but with the women's titles, with the U.S. with the U.S. Women's Championship and with the Intercontinental title, they have not cross-referenced title defenses yet. It's been solo to the shows they're on.
Yes, but to pick a nit just a teeny tiny bit, AJ definitely took Becky's title on SmackDown and then had it on Raw on Monday. Right. So, but like,
while she slept with it, while she slept with the title.
Well, she skipped around the house with it. She slept with it, and then it got kind of weird when she was getting dressed in the morning. You know,
did.
What a great promo on Raw.
I didn't know Paige was already back.
I mean, hey, listen, not for nothing. That's got to be the next big one, right? It's got to be Paige coming back.
100%.
Absolutely.
I'm feeling it in my bones. I don't know if she can wrestle. Like, I honestly don't know if she can go anymore because her AEW run wasn't great, but she's still a great promo and looks good and all that other stuff. So, like,
you know what I kind of want to see happen, like, after this is over, because AJ, by the way, did sign a multi-year deal. This is not a one-off. She is back. So after this whole, because listen, this mixed tag match is then going to lead to a one-on-one for the IC title between AJ and Becky. When that's over, I just want at some point where AJ is getting attacked, but she's outnumbered. And then she needs help. And Paige that's how she makes her big return.
Yeah.
And then eventually you have those two reignite their feud. Like, there's just so much you can do. And there's so much talent that they haven't worked with yet. And like, then, we are going to get AJ Lee versus Roxanne Perez. That match is going to happen.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, there's so many.
AJ Lee versus Rhea Ripley.
Well, she wants. Doesn't Naomi, like, once she gets back from the pregnancy, want to didn't she team together or something?
Yeah, but did you see her tweet?
Yeah, she said Jimmy's.
All the SmackDown heifers, get your shit out of the locker room because the mother of all mothers is back.
Yeah, she did that, and she also said that Jimmy was like sleeping on the couch or sleeping outside because now she can't tag with AJ right now.
Yeah, he's in the doghouse. Yep.
Poor guy.
In AJ's word, your favorite wrestler favorites wrestler.
Yep.
And you know what? We keep saying we can get AJ this, and like, we're going to get AJ and Becky Lynch also, which that alone is going to be great. What about AJ Lee, Charlotte Flair? Right, AJ exactly. Or Asuka. I mean, Stephanie Vaquer.
Liv Morgan when she comes back. Like,
Liv Morgan. On and on There's so many great. Like, this
is versus crazy. That would be fucking amazing.
And I just hope that they keep with, like, don't change the AJ Lee character. Let her be who she was. You know, crazy is her superpower. Let it be her superpower, and let her be a little crazy. My little fist
of fury. Did it give you a shiner? I'm so sorry. Sometimes I black out. Oh my god, she's so fucking good.
She was great.
They can also revisit Punk and AJ against Dominic and whichever female wrestler he's currently sleeping with in storyline.
Oh, and AJ, I'm sure you're never gonna hear this, but I appreciate you keeping your real teeth. Continue.
Oh, yes,
dude. That actually is a very good point.
100%. It's part of her. I love it.
She didn't go to the she didn't go to the Home Depot bathroom section, pick out some Subway tiles, and say, "I want these."
And she didn't get any. And she didn't get any breast work done.
No,
nothing.
she got nothing done. She just worked out.
She's still all natural. And I'm sorry, she is like I said, I say this all the time. I'm straight, but some of these women, you got to be like, damn. But she was fucking hot.
Oh, yeah.
I know I'm not going to get an argument from you three, but I'm.
Oh, we got an NXT spoiler.
Back everything. It was just the look. The only thing that was disappointing on Friday was that she was wearing Vans, but that's okay. But
well, that was keeping it,
I know
to her old look. But I love
last
everything
night
about
wearing shorts that are 2 sizes too small. She's just like.
Yeah. And that's the thing too. I mean, imagine how long it's been since she's been in front of that many people live. And still flawlessly cut the promo that she did.
That's why she reintroduced herself and let everybody know she is AJ Lee.
Yeah. Just everything about that promo was fantastic, start to finish.
#1 bestseller.
That's right. I did it first.
Yeah. I don't think CM Punk has ever been happier to have 2 lines in a whole week and just still be like smiling ear to ear.
You know what? Did you guys talk about him on Friday? Did you guys talk about him on Friday night?
We did.
Okay, because I'm sorry that I was late, but I don't ever want anybody to say what a selfish prick he is again. With how humble and chill and just the pure exuberance on his face, just to be so excited to see. You could see their connection. Like we see, I mean, like Becky and Seth, yeah, we know they got a connection, but it's a storyline connection on top of their real life. These two, that was pure legit. And it was just so fucking cool to see.
Well, I think it's the first time they've officially been on TV as a couple too, right?
Exactly.
They've never had that opportunity.
They kind of like back in the day.
Yeah.
There were times where like they would flirt, and then she was kind of dating him, but she was also kind of dating Daniel Bryan, and I think John Cena, like all three, like it was a whole web. So, like, I mean, this has been going on for quite a while, but this is the first time we're seeing them as a married couple,
right?
Because
that whole that whole segment that aired from them off air after Stu told her to go back in the ring one more time, and then they're leaving. That just pan in at him, just like with tears in his eyes, like holy shit, I can't believe this really just happened, with that shit-eating grin on his face.
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, she made it very clear she was never coming back. And here we are. And that's why that saying in the wrestling business will never get old, because you just never say never.
Yep. But sorry, I hate to go back to SmackDown for that, but because I was late, but I had to get that out there.
So, talking about Raw opens up with Jey Uso doing the yeet from the crowd, and then Jimmy joins him. Great to see them back together. And then, of course, Bronson and Bronson coming out, and they're having their back and forth. Jimmy and Jay make each other break on camera. It was great.
AKA Orca.
Yeah. And then
you look like one.
LA Knight comes out, starts a whole thing, gets into the ring, and Uso gets kind of caught in the buckle by a splash, and LA Knight moved out of the way, and the whole thing. But a great way to kick off the show, and obviously that carried out through the night, because Jay obviously was not happy about the situation, and decides he's going to leave. But even in a promo with his brother, it was kind of a heelish Jay promo.
Yeah.
And they heavily teased the idea of Jay turning. I don't think it's actually going to happen.
I think it is.
They're hinting at it.
It's leaning more towards it happening right now.
You're finally getting Jimmy and Jay back together, and you're gonna and look how hot Jay is.
Exactly.
Like, how do you?
But he's hot but stale, and it's hard to say that about a wrestler. But he's a stale, hot wrestler. He's stale right now. You're not ever gonna put a championship on him as a face in the near future. Is he flirt? Go ahead.
Is he like too cool, where everybody pop for the dance?
I mean, I just feel like he's.
I
Like
would not put Jay in the same category.
I just wanted to rile people up. I'm sorry. I just
No, I think this is how I could put Jay. Jay is that guy that's friend with all the popular girls in high school, but never gets to hit it. If it makes any sense. That's him right now. He's going to get invited to all the parties. He's going to be voted most popular, but he might be a virgin after graduating high school. That's the way I look at him right now. Now, if you make him a heel, you give him a little bit of an edge. You have him fuck his brother over when we think they're getting back together. You give him real heat, and now we talking. Now you could picture yourself, you know what? This motherfucker could cheat and get himself a championship belt and hold that shit for a while because he could be a little asshole on the side. I don't know. It sounds better than this fucking Yeet Master that keeps getting his ass beat by everybody else and can't hold the fucking heavyweight title. You got to take it off him after a couple months.
He held it longer than CM Punk.
I mean, shit. He held it longer than Drew McIntyre, but who's talking? or Daniel Bryan in what was it? WrestleMania against Sheamus?
Yeah,
yep,
17
Which,
seconds.
by the way, AJ Lee was in that match.
Yes,
Yep.
she was a big part of that.
Yep.
She was the kiss of death.
She was the kiss of death.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't disagree with Al where I think that like he is over, but I also think something just part of me screams he needs something else. Like I don't know what it is. Like he's fine in the ring. He's not bad. When put in with the right opponent, he can have a great match, a good to great match. If it's the wrong opponent, it's bad time. But he's over. The crowd loves him. Blah blah blah. Yeah, I just there's something. It's like when you're tasting food and you go, it needs sazon, or it just needs something. You know what I mean? You just don't. I don't know how any other way to put it. Is he just needs a little.
Like you gonna eat it because you're hungry,
right? He just needs a little.
But it
You
needs
know,
some
yeah.
sazon.
Exactly.
And you have a story there too, right? Because there's so many faces around him that truly, overshadow him when they're around. If Cody's around, nobody sees him. If Cena's
Right.
around, nobody sees him. Tribal
Right.
Chief is around, nobody sees him. So there's right now, Rollins is around, nobody sees him. So you have the story there, like, oh, really? You want to fuck with me?
And
you want to fuck with me?
I think there's something to be said about him trying to be the tribal chief and trying to put this group together and kind of thinking he's bigger than he is, and then having it kind of like not work. Like he's a heel and he's trying to do all this stuff and like get a faction together, and people are kind of like, nah, I'm good. I don't need to, like you just theoretically you just turned on your own brother. Why am I gonna be in a group with you if you're gonna turn on your own blood? So like him trying to form his own bloodline and not quite hitting the mark and not trying to be Roman, but like missing what it meant to actually be the tribal chief and then playing in that area.
Keep in mind, though, you could also give him the same story as the tribal chief and make him a more believable heel and have him beat sense into his brother like his big cousin beat it into him.
They're already, he's already saying the lines.
Wait.
Yeah,
Guys,
whoa,
guys.
yeah.
Hold on, stop. Jey Uso, and as much as I'm a fan of Jey Uso, and I am, Jey Uso does not have the aura of Roman Reigns.
No, and he never should have been world champ, but here we are. We got to do something with it.
But you don't make him the next tribal chief.
That's why I'm saying he should try and fail.
I
Okay,
mean,
sorry.
wait,
No,
time
I have
out.
to interject.
Solo was a
It's a
tribal
fail before you try.
I have to
Solo was a
interject
tribal
though.
chief.
It's not that he shouldn't have been world champion. It was the fact of the fucking finish and how they put it on him that sucked. Has him being, it was a downward spiral. Just
I
for
didn't
the
hate that finish.
No, the finish was kind of abrupt. It was more
I don't
that
hate that he won by a sleeper hold. I hate that it was the stupid knockout. Like that was the part that I couldn't.
right.
stand.
A tap out would have been better, but also he did lose the title very quickly to the point where it, if you're kind of a fan that's a little deeper than just like watching on TV, like you're an interactive fan or you've watched it for a long time, you go, oh, they took the title off him pretty quickly. They must not have faith in him as a top guy. And then that kind of becomes a self-fulfilling kind of thing where the crowd is
But
like...
it wasn't as short as everyone thinks it was. It was that Saturday Night's Main Event. It was like at least a 3-4 month run. I mean, on today's standards,
Right.
because these runs have been elongated again, because now we have longer reigns as champion.
Right. By
You wanna go back
comparison,
2
it was
years?
short. Yes.
Before Roman Reigns, the title
Oh,
used
God.
to be all the fucking time, so it wasn't as big.
Jeez.
She's not wrong.
There
It's
was a
not a
terrible
big
point
deal.
where the title changed like every 8 weeks.
Right, but it's the Monday Night Raw title. It wasn't like if it was the Undisputed Championship
Right.
on SmackDown. Now, if they had done that to him, a 3-4 month run with that title, I would agree with you 1,000,000%. It was the Raw title. It's completely different.
Yeah, I know. It stopped this great Gunther run. Like, I don't know. It felt. I didn't like that Gunther lost 2 title matches in a row at WrestleMania consecutively. Like that was just like weird to me. There was just a couple things that I didn't like. If he took it off anybody else, I probably would feel different about it. But just the fact that he took it off Gunther was like, God damn. You had this guy who was like a real wrestler. You know what I mean? Like the old school heel, foreign, intimidating guy. You know what I mean?
For you.
Go ahead, Al.
If he took it off anybody else but Gunther with the year he had, would it have meant that much?
I think it still would have.
It depends. I
I
would
don't
say
know, man. He got
No,
his ass
no.
beat for a year and a half.
The story
But I'm
with
saying-
Gunther really didn't heat up until the last couple months when he like attacked Jimmy and all that stuff. Like,
But it was a long story, right? Because
It
they've
was
been
ongoing,
dealing with each
yeah.
other for like the IC title, and
Right.
a couple of more
yeah,
times.
there was
So it
there was
a-
definitely
it was-
continuity. Yeah.
But then go figure then too, going into it though, you couldn't have made Jay, like I said, if you were going to do that with like Jay and Cody for the SmackDown title, it never would have worked.
No. Jay beating Cody for the SmackDown title sounds so wrong when it rolls off your tongue.
You're welcome. So Gunther was better.
I mean, listen, Gunther was a better choice. I'm just saying theoretically.
You would have been happier if you took the NXT title.
Yeah, sure.
I would have been happier if they
Engagement.
would have just gave him a run with the IC title when he first won it. Like that was his first
That
title. Like you
I
gotta
agree
let
with.
him.
Yeah, that was
for a
way
little bit.
way too short.
Way
That
too
I
short.
agree with.
And then you rush this heavyweight championship title on him. Like I don't know. Like
That-
creative
that-
fucked up on that one.
The Intercontinental run was so short, I forgot about it, and then TikTok yelled at me because I got it wrong in a short. It's like
I forgot about it
Sorry,
until I
guys.
just
Yeah.
mentioned it, to be honest.
exactly. Fucking
I
And
honestly
he
forgot
really
about it
beat.
until I just mentioned it.
I had to
So,
stop and think that it was Braun Breaker that he even defeated. Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh my god!
so the end of Raw, after the match, Jay winds up spearing the hell out of LA Knight, furthering
Yeah.
the question of whether or not he's turning heel. I took it as now we're even.
It was a receipt. Yeah.
It was a receipt. So now, whether LA Knight's going to see it that way is another story. But
Yeah, I
that's
think-
why I still don't know for sure that Jay is turning.
I
don't
think
know.
it'd be more interesting to see LA Knight be the heel.
I could get behind that.
And he might, he might, and we don't know for sure where he's going. I just think Jimmy's reaction to it seemed like he was reacting to Jay doing something that was a heel thing.
Right.
So that was, that taking the promo that they had earlier and then Jimmy's reaction to what happened leans you toward a heel turn. But you're not wrong there, Kat, where it could be more interesting for LA Knight, who again is I think we missed the boat on LA Knight by 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, you
But
want to talk about stale. There's
Yeah,
not-
so
they're not
maybe
doing
a
anything
heel
for
turn's
him.
good for him. Who's
Yeah.
not turning? Tara, who's not turning? I gotta know. I think she's saying Jay's not turning.
That's what I
assume,
think she's saying.
that's
Yeah.
what she means.
So we're getting closer to the top of the hour than the
Yes, sir.
beginning. I want to talk a little WrestlePalooza.
Oh yeah.
So we have a pretty solid lineup currently. So let's go down what we know so far and kind of where we think this is headed. I do think, for the most part, I think this is going to be a pretty predictable show, but it's really just to put some heavy hit shit to get ESPN up and running.
Yeah.
Tara is talking about Jay. So we're getting John Cena, Brock Lesnar. Now, this is the only one so far that I really am on the fence.
Yep.
I kind of feel like Brock goes over.
No.
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 John Cena don't lose till
It's
John Cena won't lose anymore.
It's the ESPN debut.
John Cena's going to lose his final match for sure. I think.
No.
I think John Cena will lose his last match, but I think this one does a couple things. It's ESPN's first big show. The main event, you want a babyface to go over. You want the fireworks and all that shit. That's the time to do it.
Does it end clean or does it end with shenanigans?
Oh, wait, hold on.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Al.
I got stuck when y'all said that. Y'all think John Cena loses his last match?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. He'll
That's the traditional move.
And I bet he would demand it.
Vince McMahon ain't running shit no more, right?
That's not a Vince thing. That's just
That's a
kind of
wrestling tradition.
Right, it's gone on longer than that, yeah.
So the only one I know of that didn't is Sting.
Yeah, and that was a weird one because I thought it was perfect for him to. They had the tag team titles. They could have put over the Young Bucks, new tag champs, whatever. But they went the other way. Who?
So the record right now is 4-2. Brock over John.
John needs to win
this. Win.
John needs to get his win back from that fucking SummerSlam match where he got the shit beat out of him like 10 years ago.
It was like 25 Germans in a row and then it was over? Yeah. That was the squash heard around the world.
Right.
That's true.
But the interesting question there, Al, is in December in Washington, D.C. now, that's the final appearance of John Cena, I believe. And who is it? Yeah, who gets the big rub from getting John Cena's final match and potentially beating John Cena in his final match?
Who gets the passing of the torch?
Yeah.
So I guess it's fucking Captain America, right? Because who else could beat him?
Oh, you think it's going to be Cody one more time just to
who
put him
else?
down? Yeah.
It better not be.
It can't be Cody again.
Okay, so who?
Who's there? Yeah.
Honestly, we haven't seen him and Randy Orton go at it yet. One more time.
No, didn't they do?
They wrestled in
the other day for the title.
Well, not they wrestled in what the hell? It was they just recently wrestled
in St. Louis
for the title.
Right,
St.
but
Louis.
that was for a title. I mean, one last match. He's gonna name somebody.
You think it's gonna be somebody from his past?
Yeah.
It's not gonna be a new somebody.
What about Drew McIntyre?
I was wondering that as well.
Well,
that's not bad.
Why not Ric Flair while we're at it?
I mean,
please no.
What are we having, a Geritol match?
The man doesn't need another heart attack.
Seriously.
End of two careers at once, I'll tell you.
Bro, did you see they took?
Be a blessing.
He had skin cancer. They took his face off, like the movie, like he
face
was
off. I knew what you were just doing.
He was Castor Troy. He could eat a peach for hours. He looked like the T-1000 when they took the chunk out of him. He had a big fucking thing missing from his face.
That sucks.
Yeah,
Gordon Ramsay's got that now too.
Oofa, and he's got a lot of forehead to deal with, so that's gonna be fun.
It's a gnarly looking scar on Gordon Ramsay. I am not gonna lie.
Tara thinks Randy Orton for the final opponent. It's not a bad choice. It's just, I don't know.
I got one. What if John Moxley comes back and he's like the secret fucking person, and he beats him and gets hella heat,
Well, wait. I got it.
It's Vince McMahon, damn it. Coming back for one more run.
This is one that actually makes sense and is possible. The Ayatollah of rock and roll.
Oh, wow. That would be
you bring back
wild
Chris Jericho.
Yes.
And you have Jericho Cena.
Amen.
I just hope if Jericho does return to the WWE, they let him come out to his song.
Yep.
Which one? Judas,
yeah.
Oh, that would be fun. But
the crowd will fucking go apeshit.
But I feel like they would I think they would just go back to the countdown. Like, why everybody knows.
What about the countdown into Judas?
Exactly.
Or something. Merge the two.
I think if they let him come out to Judas, that place will go bonkers.
Yep.
Because the whole place would just start singing the song. It should be crazy.
And that's a match that we don't give a shit who wins. We just want to see the match.
We win regardless.
Exactly.
Cena could win his last match in that case because it's Chris Jericho. Who cares? You know what I mean? Like, Chris Jericho's not going to lose anything by losing to Cena.
Exactly.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. So you can let John Cena win. but the crowd gets Chris Jericho, even if it's for one more time or how many more times, coming out to Judas. Oh my God, that's fucking genius.
Yeah, because it does seem like he's done with at least for the time being, done with AEW. Even that little faction he had with Big Bill and Brian Keith, they're not called the Learning Tree anymore. They're just Brian Keith.
Wait, I think I got the answer. I might have the answer, and it's gonna suck. But then you think about it, and it'll be great.
Okay.
Don't say Grande Americano.
Oh, Jesus.
No.
Shane
Don't say Dominic.
McMahon.
Fucking Logan Paul, bro.
Again?
Yes.
We just had that match.
Yeah, but he didn't beat him this time. This time you have the young kid go over as the future, and the future is someone we totally hate.
I'd rather it be Dominic Mysterio.
I want it to be somebody we haven't seen.
Yeah.
Like now I just got
agree.
myself all excited for the idea of Jericho. Now I'll be disappointed if it's anyone other than Jericho.
No.
But you know what, though? It is a Saturday night's main event when he's doing it, so it is extremely possible to get a one-night match person or something like how they did Bill Goldberg.
Right.
Or whatever. So the likelihood of that, especially since that's the first one that's premiering exclusively only on Peacock, it won't be on NBC, that's a good one.
So the next match that they have set, CM Punk, AJ Lee, Rollins, and Becky Lynch. So here's my take on it, right? I cannot in a million years see AJ losing her first match back in 10 years.
No fucking way.
However,
CM Punk.
what if shenanigans, pull of the tights,
Not shenanigans.
pull of the tights, feet on the ropes, ref is down, belt shot, like something like crazy where they do lose, but furthering AJ versus Becky for the IC title and AJ winning the IC title.
Correct.
I could see CM Punk taking that pin. There's no way AJ takes the pin.
Yeah.
Like I could see CM Punk losing, and then they keep going on from there with the heat. But there's no way AJ's back goes for a 1, 2, 3 or
Exactly.
a tap out.
No way Punk or Rollins are doing the pin. It's going to be Becky or AJ Lee.
I agree with Kat.
Well,
There's
I agree.
no way.
If a woman goes down as Becky, there's no way a woman goes down and is AJ Lee.
Yeah.
But if it's like a pull of the tights or something and she just can't get out of it,
Right.
it doesn't do anything to harm AJ. It'll get the crowd pissed off for AJ, furthering the here we go one-on-one match
Right.
where AJ wins the title.
And then Becky's gonna
I-
brag that she beat AJ and all this vision shit and everything. Yep.
Right.
I'd rather see Hornswoggle wrestle John Cena on his last match before I see AJ lose to fucking Becky. But again, that's personal.
Why are we keeping going back to Hornswoggle?
He
'Cause
loves
fuck
Hornswoggle.
over. That's why. Because fuck over.
Okay, so Al, Hornswoggle or Goldberg?
No, I fucking hate Goldberg. He's probably my favorite wrestler ever. Fucking asshole.
Moving on.
It's funny because the two people that hold the grudge the longest is Bret Hart and Al.
100%.
I
Talk
don't know.
about
The
it.
Goldberg hatred is pretty much up there too. I was pretty pissed at Chuck Zito for being at ringside, man. I'm not gonna lie.
I saw on Instagram, and I shared it to my Instagram story. If you guys don't follow me, oh my god, it was just a cut of Bret Hart saying Bill Goldberg over and over from like different episodes of Nitro and Thunder. Bill Goldberg, Bill Goldberg, Bill Goldberg. Like it went on for like 2 fucking minutes. I'm like, oh my god, he called him by his proper name every single time.
The only person that's got a bigger beef in wrestling besides that is probably Ryback.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's a
I don't
putz.
know. Bret's been holding that grudge way longer, and it's more deserved.
Oh, absolutely.
Io Sky versus Stephanie Vaquer.
I love.
I gotta go with Stephanie Vaquer.
Yeah, you got it. You got to put it on her for sure.
Yeah, because we don't have to worry about it because we know she wasn't going to win when she took on Naomi because it was so raw that she had just won. But now,
Right.
give it
And
to her.
especially with whatever's going on with the Kabuki War. Is it the Kabuki Warriors? Is all three of
Yeah.
them considered that? Okay, yeah. So something's happening there that's
Oh, yeah.
probably going to affect the finish of the match.
Agreed.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm so frustrated with this. have we seen Stephanie Vaquer this week wrestle, or again we didn't see her? Am I going crazy?
No, something happened. They were supposed to do a contract signing, but for some reason she couldn't get to the show or something. They had to cancel it, but they assured us that the match is going to happen or something to that effect.
That happened because of her visa.
Oh, was that it? Her visa?
All I'm hoping is that this isn't some few months kind of thing. Hopefully they let her grow into the belt, because I will hate that. That would just kill her aura. I'd rather her just get beat by Io, and if Io's got to drop it to somebody, it's not going to do anything to her, and let her do that, and let her work her way back into a title match. But I would hate for them to just put it on her for no reason with no plans ahead.
You got the Usos, Jimmy and Jay versus the Vision. I got to go with the Vision. I think the Vision has to go over and continue their momentum.
I will only go with the Vision if Paul Heyman is present. If he's not present, I think the Usos might go over.
I don't know. I feel like with this thing with Jimmy and Jay, there's a lot of chances for miscommunication or somebody, Jay abandoning Jimmy at ringside or something, or turning on a mid-match and costing the match for them, and or something. If they're going with the heel turn route.
But are we going to really have the Usos in their first match back together in over a year and a half lose? It's been that long since the two of them have teamed together.
Right.
Maybe that's what makes Jay think it was a mistake, and he turns on his brother on Raw the next week. Or
but Jay asked Jimmy for help.
Yeah, he did.
I don't know, man. I really don't know, because we're looking at, if that's the case, it's not this weekend, it's the 20th, it's next weekend, so they've got time to add a few more matches. But if we're looking at it, if we're making the calls we're making right now, every babyface team is winning almost, and that is probably not going to happen.
Probably not going to happen. But you also got Dominic Mysterio versus Penta versus Rusev. Oh no, these are predictions.
Okay.
That's a prediction for the Intercontinental Championship. That would be huge. That would be great. I don't know. We'll have to see.
And as much as I love what Dom's doing right now, I kind of want Penta to win that one.
Yes.
But I don't think Penta goes over Rusev.
What a great match with Rusev, by the way, this week.
Yes, amazing.
Nice to finally see, another match that we haven't seen before. Right. Those two, or at least in WWE.
Is Dominic going to walk out of AAA with the AAA championship?
I think you got a very good shot that he's going to be a double champion.
But if he walks out with that belt, you think he'll keep the IC, or is that a good reason to have him drop it at WrestlePalooza?
They don't make them do the drop rule anymore, though, so you can be a 2-belt.
And AAA doesn't run like. I don't think they run enough where he would need to be down there in Mexico all the time defending the title. You know what I mean? He can come in for the big show once a month or whatever it is.
Okay.
I assume. I mean, they own the company now. They can do whatever the fuck they want.
They can do whatever the fuck they want. Hey, Conan, he's going to be here next week. Okay.
They actually
for 2 months.
So, and this has nothing to do with nothing. I just thought it was interesting. AAA wrestler El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. So there was Dr. Wagner, Dr. Wagner Jr., his son, and the grandson is El Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr., the son of Dr. Wagner Jr. He came out.
Go ahead. Is his son going to be El Hijo del Hijo del Doctor
right?
whatever?
So in order to keep things less confusing for American audiences, he came out this past weekend and he has officially changed his name to Dr. Wagner the Third.
The Third. Oh, it was so annoying.
Nice and
That's
easy.
very Americanized.
I know.
Well, he didn't say the third. He said it's gonna be like Dr. Wagner with 3, like I when you spell it out. But what is it? Tercero. When you say Tercero. So he said Dr. Wagner Tercero. That was what he called him. So that's what they'll call him in Spanish.
Got you.
Which makes it easier for everybody else because right, exactly. He's El Hijo, the Dr. Wagner.
Right, like El Hijo del Hijo.
El Hijo del Hijo, exactly.
Just getting more confusing.
Well,
that's it.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the top of the hour.
Yes. Oh my God. We packed a lot into a short amount of time here.
God, it's great to hear her music again.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's as I said earlier in the show, it was way better. This music is so much better and more recognizable and all that.
What did they say? 130 million views in 24 hours across social media.
Yeah, across everything. Yeah, it's crazy.
Unbelievable.
Dude, Autumn was asleep. News. She passed out, and I ran into her room and go, Autumn, it's AJ. And she goes, you're lying. I'm like, no, why not? She flew out of the bed. She fell on the floor, running into the living room. And
oh, my God.
Sobbing. Absolutely sobbing. It was fucking fantastic.
She's had enough injuries lately. The last thing she
slide into home plate. She was fine.
Okay, all right. Good. Not a full wipeout.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah, so that'll do it for this week. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be back 9 p.m. Eastern next week on Facebook and YouTube. We broadcast live. If you go to Facebook, you type Tag Me a Date in the search bar, you'll find the page. Hit the thumbs up, and our live stream will show up in your news feed. If you go to YouTube, type Tag Me a Date in the search, our channel will show up. And you can hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. If you prefer audio versions, go to your favorite podcast app like Stitcher, Spotify, SoundCloud, Google Play Podcast, or Apple Podcast. Type in Tag Me a Date, type in the War Report, hit that subscribe button, and when Ryan rips the audio after the show ends, it'll be uploaded and it'll be sent right to your device as long as you are subscribed. And you should follow us at Tag Me a Date with no spaces, Tag Me a Date on social media like Instagram, Twitter /X, and other platforms. Just look for that tag, give us a follow. And on TikTok, we are The War Report Podcast, all one word. Give us a follow there as well. On Instagram and TikTok, we post shorts and reels of what we talked about in the week prior, leading up to our show Tuesday nights, which again is 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Set your clocks accordingly. Leave a like on your way out. Share if you can. Thank you, everybody, for the comments. David, Yassine, Tara, everybody else, thank you for tuning in tonight. We'll be back next Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern with another edition of The War Report After Dark. Have a great week.